Welcome to another edition of Traction Control. Today we're in one of Bahrain's famous seaports, surrounded by traditional boats called Buwanish. And today I'm going to be driving an SUV with a sport DNA inserted in it, although it's famous for one thing, luxury. So let's see what car I'm going to be driving today. We're driving the 2018 Range Rover Velar. This car, of course, comes with a 3.0 V6 supercharged engine, horsepower 380, 0 to 100. It takes about 5.8, 5.7 to reach 100 kilometers. Well, speed-wise, it doesn't matter for me if this car goes in less than 5.8, 5.4, or even less. Because at the end of the day, I'm driving a Range Rover, and Range Rover is all about stability, luxury, the looks, the performance, the off-ride experience. One thing Range Rover did correctly with this car is they haven't went with the trend of the sporty SUVs in the market with the hatchback in it. So this car is a full-size, well, not full-size, it's a medium-size SUV. You've got enough room in the back, you've got enough room in the trunk to keep your stuff in it. So kudos to Range Rover for keeping that styling, not going with the trend of sporty SUVs hatchback styling. Acceleration, the car is beautiful. The V6 supercharged engine delivers when needed. You've got many driving modes as well in this car. I'm driving right now in comfort. It's nice, smooth. If you'd like to go more extreme, all you need to do is turn a dial on the screen and go to dynamic. And once we're in dynamic, the engine gets more power. The gearbox is optimized to get the maximum out of it, and you can see instantly the car shifts from a quiet beast to a roaring beast. Handling of the car is very nice. Steering wheel is very responsive, and when you do sharp turns, you can't feel the body rolling as well, which is a good thing as well, that everything is balanced. This car comes in between of the Range Rover Evoque and the Range Rover Sport. So if you'd like a bit more room than the Evoque, so this is your option of having the Velar. The Range Rover Sport is not everybody's cup of tea, because engine-wise and the body styling of the Sport is more aggressive, it's more sporty. This car is more relaxed, and what has more features than the Sport is the tech in it. If you're into tech and buttons and screen, the Velar is your choice to have. Of course, this car is the R Dynamic, which means you've got front spoilers, unique colors, 21-inch rims on the car, and the side steps, more features, more options than the regular car. The Velar comes also with a 4-cylinder supercharged engine, less horsepower of course, and of course less in price. Range Rover Velar. The reason why they called the Velar is homage to the original Range Rover that was launched in 1969. At that time, Land Rover were testing the Range Rover and they didn't want the competitors to know that Land Rover were making the Range Rover, so they came up with the name Velar, derivative from the Latin velare, which means to hide. So, homage to the original Range Rover, this car was called Velar on the original model from the 1960s. One thing a lot of people associate Range Rover with, that's quality. And the quality is so obvious. From the outside, you can see the design of the car. It's so beautiful, the distinguished new Range Rover look from the outside. And of course, the new design of the backside of the car. Inside the car, the leather interior is so beautiful. You've got the dashboard with leather trims all over, and you've got nice seats. White leather with black suede mixed together to give you that comfy Range Rover feel, and the ride, like I said, it's a dream. Air suspension makes this ride very quiet and comfy, and of course you can play with the settings as well. Like I said, we're doing dynamic mode right now, and if I just go to back to comfort mode, the car just goes smooth, quiet, and that's why you buy a Range Rover. It's not for the speed, it's not for the acceleration, it's for the build quality, it's for the luxurious items in it. And with the Velar as well, the tech is overboard. You've got 3 screens now instead of the normal 2 screens on the instrument and the center console. Now you've got one down here as well. You can play with the settings, your radio, everything without looking up and down, or it's just there. Nice and built for comfort. I think I need to know more about the car. Voice command. Radio.
Say an FM command.
Oh, and it gives you the British accent. Say an FM command. Tune in to radio.
I didn't understand that. Please say an FM command.
FM command.
Say a FM command.
FM command.
Say a FM command.
Saying, I've got a British guy talking back to me. I think my accent is
Sorry,
not.
I missed that.
I know.
Please say a FM command.
FM command.
Say a FM command.
Tune in to FM band.
Tuning to FM.
Oh yeah, good. Okay. I've never known how to operate a voice command. Too complicated for me. Thank God for buttons everywhere. So after a quick test drive of the Range Rover Velar, let's look on the exterior of the car. This car comes in between of the Range Rover Evoque and the Range Rover Sport. So it's in the middle between the two models. It's smaller than the Sports, bigger than the Evoque, and this car is intended to compete against the newer SUVs that has the hatchback sporty looks. Range Rover Velar opted not to go with the design of going all sporty. It has the nice back side of the car. It's not sporty, it's not tightened inside. And of course the car looks great from the outside. Of course this car is the SE R Dynamic. R Dynamic meaning the spoilers are different, the front grille is different. You've got bigger rims, 21-inch, and of course it gives this car a sporty touch, and at the same time the luxurious Range Rover badge on it that gives you the quality inside of the car. Coming inside of the Range Rover Velar, we'll see another addition by Range Rover, which is the screen down here. Usually all cars have one in the middle, but Range Rover added another one down to ease your life. This screen controls the vehicle setting and the climate control. With a touch of a button, it goes to climate control, where you can control the temperature, fan, and then vehicle. And with a turn of a dial, you can go from dynamic to eco to comfort zone, and of course you've got your 4x4 options as well, like mud, snow, and other terrains. Easy control, easy access. If you'd like to use your options on the top screen, it's easy to use as well. Range Rover added this to add more and more easiness to access information without being hassled during your ride. Even the radio is down here. Telephone, you can use it up or down, it's up to you. Range Rover is just giving you an option of doing more with more screens in the car. Moving on to the steering wheel of the Range Rover Velar. Range Rover did a great job with the design of their steering wheel. They added new tech as well. You've got the button over here to control the screen in the middle, the instrument screen, and it's a touch motion sensitive. So if you move it, you've got the volume going up, or if you press another button, you can select between channels with this move of your finger. And then you press menu, and the screen changes the setting. The small screen in the side of steering changes, so you can control all of your driver assist, trip control, display options. Once you're happy with it, you press OK. Back goes to the original menu with your volume and channel selector on it. Going into the central instrument screen, we have many options that the Velar can give us. By going to the menu, you can go and have a full map to make your navigation very easy. The display goes to full map, and you have the whole GPS system in front of you, and you've got, of course, your speed, your gear, and your fuel consumption down, or you can play with the display layout as well. You've got another option by doing a sporty style with having two gauges with a speed and the RPMs, or you can go for a single one, having the map on the side, the RPM speed in the middle, and the option of radio or Bluetooth on the other side. Many features that the Velar can give you, which is the media view. You've got everything in media, no instruments at all, or you can have the driver assist view. Same thing, it gives you all the details about the car, like collision control, the radar, the lane detectors. It's all on the screen. Basically, this car has gone overboard with tech, which is a good thing for people who love going high tech in their cars. For me, I love it. Everything is done with a touch of a button. Everything, even the small screen here, it's programmable. You can change it to another setting. Once you're done, you press OK, it goes back to menu. You've got your volume back and your selector of radio, and of course you're welcome with the Velar picture in the middle, just to remind you that you're driving a Range Rover Velar. So here we had another test drive, the Range Rover Velar 2018 V6 3.0 Supercharged. Until next time, take care and goodbye in another edition of Traction Control.